This is your Park Lane morning announcement.
Good morning, Park Lane. This is Mrs. Strader, broadcasting live from Park Lane Elementary. Today is Tuesday, October the 14th, 2014. Welcome to our substitutes today, Mrs. Bicknell. Hey, just a reminder to everyone that tonight and tomorrow night are parent-teacher conferences. So if you have a reminder or anything to get home to your parents, make sure you do that so that your parents can come in and find out all the wonderful things you're doing here at school. We'd like to give a big happy birthday shout out to Mrs. Rogers, first grade teacher, and Mrs. Mullins, our librarian, who happens to also be behind our camera here this morning. So if you see Mrs. Mullins today or Mrs. Rogers, make sure you wish them a happy birthday. And also these four other people standing around me here. Tatiana's birthday is also today. Who's your teacher?
Mrs. Boggs.
And tell me how old you are today.
7.
All right, happy birthday. She's look at her cool birthday pen there, princess. Okay, and then we have Gabrielle. And Gabrielle, who's your teacher?
Miss Asper.
And how old are you today?
6.
All right, happy birthday to you. We're super glad you're with us today on the announcements. And then we've got Caleb. Caleb, who's your teacher?
Miss Asper.
Well, you got you both in the same class and both with your birthdays today. How old are you today?
6.
Happy birthday to you. And then we have Gabriel. And Gabriel, who's your teacher? Mrs. Morris. And how old are you today?
6.
All right, happy birthday to you as well. Okay, now we're going to get to our hot ticket winners. Hot ticket winners, hey, are going to come over. They're going to tell us their name and their teacher's name. Okay, these are our first grade hot ticket winners today.
Kirsten from Mrs. Stryker's class.
Super job, Kirsten.
Deegan from Mrs. Saul's class.
Great job, Deegan. I love that big smile today.
Aaron from Mrs. Rogers' class.
All right, look up there, Aaron, so they can see you. Good job, Aaron.
Logan from Miss Howe's class.
Super job.
Carter from Mrs. Cunningham's class.
All right, turn around there, Carter. Good job, buddy.
Braylon from Mrs. Warren's class.
Super job, Braylon.
Anderson from Mrs. Leidy's class.
Okay, look up at Anderson so they can see you. Good job, buddy.
Brady from Mrs. Boggs' class.
Great job, Brady.
Austin from Mrs. Marston's class.
Super job. All right. Boys and girls, I have, well, first we better check on the lunch. I almost forgot about lunch. We would get hungry if we didn't talk about lunch, right? All right, Aliana, what's for lunch today?
Beef nachos.
All right, show them a picture of that so they can know what beef nachos look like. All right, Tori, what about that weather?
Rainy.
Oh, I knew you were going to say that. Well, maybe it won't rain at recess. Okay?
Yes, it will.
No rain at recess. All right, we have one more hot ticket winner that just snuck in.
6.
Tell us your name and your teacher's name.
Annie from Mrs. DeWitt's class.
Super job, Annie from Mrs. DeWitt's class. All right, boys and girls, I have 2 other people that I would like to introduce you to today. I'm going to stand up, okay, so that I can introduce them. Come on over. We have a couple of special guests in the building this morning, okay, and we're going to introduce them because they might be in your classrooms. They'd like to come and walk around and see what we're doing here. First of all, I have Mr. Martin. Hey, Mr. Martin, what's your job at Tecumseh?
I am the superintendent.
All right, he's our superintendent. So he's kind of over all the schools. And we have Mrs. Crew. Mrs. Crew, what's your job?
I am the assistant superintendent. Good morning, boys and girls.
All right, thank you. Welcome, both of you. We're glad you're here. And again, boys and girls, you might see them out and about in your classrooms, and they're just here to see all the good work that you're doing. All right, thank you for joining us on another edition of the Park Lane News. Have a great day. Remember, we're all here to learn.